Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We're on day one of a brand new week. Growth week is now officially over, and we can move on to something new. I did make it to 918,000 strength this week, which was kind of surprising. Let me go ahead and collect this mission because I still haven't figured out if they go away if I move to a new island, so I don't want to do that just yet. We did make it to Master 3, got the Dratini incense, got very lucky with an extra tasty dinner after I kind of forgot to feed lunch yesterday, so I got very lucky that dinner was extra tasty. It ended up being about 145,000, I think it was. So that was more than enough strength to get me into Master 3, so that's good. We got that Dratini incense since Dratini doesn't like to spawn whenever I get dozing, but we are going to grab 100 sleep points, puts us at 2,186, and for the daily lottery, we are going to pick up, what are we going to get? 10 diamonds. Good. I need the diamonds. Diamonds are my best friend. But all right, let's go ahead and jump into this final sleep report of growth week. I did use another Chikorita, my last Chikorita incense last night. So hopefully we get a good one. But I also wouldn't be mad at dozing and getting a couple Dratini or Dragonair at least to get a little bit extra candy. That would be nice. 9 hours, 38 minutes of sleep, went to bed early, woke up early, trying to get better about that. Looks like a decent amount of dozing, but probably not enough. 52% snoozing is probably enough to push it towards the snoozing. Yep. 5% more snoozing than usual. So, it's whatever. Snoozing does give us a chance for Ralts, so we got more Ralts candy for the Gardevoir, so that's good too. And that's going to put us at 91.8 million. A lot of 3 stars, which is exactly what we want to see. A lot of 3 and 4. Well, we can only have 1 4-star, but you know what I mean. The higher the sleep style, the better for the extra candies. Our last hurrah. Ooh, and a top belly. Wait a minute. Oh, because my Chikorita incense was. That's why. That's good. That's perfect. Also, I see an adorable little derpy chew down there. Oh, he didn't like that. Oh, no, don't make that face. No. That's funny. All right, so we've got a Slowpoke, an Eevee, that's good. A Meowth, a Slowbro, a Togetic, also good. Slowbro and Togetic, that's good candies. The Ditto in a Pikachu form and another Meowth. That means we've got 2 new sleep styles. What else could we have gotten? We know we have the Atop Belly Chikorita. Quite possibly the last Chikorita style. Especially with how many Chikorita incense we've used this week. It is, in fact, the last one until we get the 5-star. Actually, that's a good question. You think we're going to get 5-star sleep styles for the 1-year anniversary? We finally going to get those? I know a lot of people back in the day were presuming the 5-star sleep styles would be for legendaries, but that doesn't seem to be the case. I'm curious. Speaking of 1-year anniversary, we got to get something soon. It's next week. Ooh, Comfey. Okay, I was not expecting that. Flower stroking sleep. This is definitely not my first Comfey. Comfey? Comfey? I don't know. Something like that. All right. A good amount of candies today. Couple new sleep styles, which is also good because that pushes us towards the next sleep style dex goal, which we'll probably get for the 1st-year anniversary. I'd be very surprised if we don't. A lot of hungry Pokemon today. A lot of hungry. Unfortunately, not the ones I wanted to be hungry at all. Not even a little bit. Well, that's a problem. There are 2 Pokemon here that I want to catch, and neither of them are hungry. So we're going to be playing a very dangerous game. Got lucky. That was some good luck there. Hopefully that's a good sign. That saves us 2 biscuits. Okay. What about you? Can we get lucky here? Finally got a big tasty. Wow, a big hit. There we go. All right, come on. One more big hit would be nice. I really would like to take you home, Eevee. No? No luck? You're not full yet, but a big hit here would really help. No dice. I feel that I have gotten very loosey-goosey with my spending of these biscuits now that I've realized I can buy 30 of them a month. And it's about time to buy some more. Okay, very hungry, not hungry Eevee. I will take that. That's fine. All right. So now the question is, do we want to gamble? I feel like I don't really care to gamble with the Meowth. I already have a pretty decent one, and Meowth is not super helpful at the moment. Do I want to gamble with the Togetic? I don't think I do. I also have a really good one already, and there's no point in gambling. No, we're just going to go ahead and move on. No gambling today. All right. Serious strides in our research. Those serious strides include getting a Chikorita. You know what? Somebody was mentioning in the comments yesterday that Chikorita candy is always helpful because Chikorita or Meganium is apparently very powerful on any island. Not, excuse me, not sure how accurate that is, but for that person, I will send out the Chikorita incense for all of my friends today as a last hurrah for growth week. Ooh, 15, 14. Ooh, a lot of decent candy numbers. 12 for the Chikorita. That's very good. Slowpoke and Meowth, the only one that were 5. Nice. All right. Well, so long growth week. We got about 14,000, a little over 14,000 dream shards today. Not too bad. All right, let's go ahead and check out this Chikorita. This is the one. Level 15 and Rash. Uh-oh. No, Rash's main skill chance down, ingredient finding up, isn't it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that could be bad. Could be bad. Research XP. Ooh, this is not the one. Ingredient finder, helping speed. Of course it has berry finding, but all the way at 75. So that's not really super helpful. We want berry finding a lot earlier. Rash. Yep, ingredient finding, main skill chance down. Yep, I have my shiny Blastoise is unfortunately Rash. Okay. Berry strength calculation for this Chikorita. Pretty sure it's not going to be very good. It's not even going to get to level 75 to take in the berry finding, but even with berry finding, that would only bump it up to about here, which would make it probably about a 50, 60 PR. No, it'd be a lot lower. It'd probably be closer to 40. So, yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we expected. Kind of what we expected. Another Chikorita for the professor. All right, well, let's move on. Maybe this Eevee will be nicer to us. It is unfortunate. I was hoping to get a really good Chikorita after all of those incense, but no, all 4 of the Chikoritas have been... No, I take that back. The first one was actually fairly decent. Just didn't have berry finding. Or I think it had helping bonus, but not berry finding. All right, well, we got a level 14 and modest Eevee. So let's see, milk, cocoa milk. Energy recovery bonus, it's okay. Inventory up L is very nice. Helping speed M, also very nice. Skill trigger S, also good. Inventory up S, okay. So level 10 and 100, not really super great. Modest, no. Speed of help down? Oh, that's the worst. That is awful. Yeah, I don't like that. Definitely not what we want in a good Eevee. 3 out of the 5 subskills. Very good, though. Very good. Inventory up L and helping speed. If those were flipped, those would be better, but still pretty good to have. Level 50 is still not terribly difficult to get to. I mean, it does take time, but it's not hard. Level 100 is going to be very difficult to get to. Looking forward to that. Come on. This one's, yeah, it's just not going to be very good. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to have 2 Pokemon going straight to the professor. Skill trigger, if we were to put a sub-skill seed on level 25 or 75, that would probably bump it up to about here-ish, which still wouldn't save this Eevee. Yeah, just another another Pokemon for the professor, but we are at friendship level 30, so 10 more, we get to level 40 and 2 guaranteed gold sub skills, which does give us pretty substantial odds to get helping bonus and berry finding together, which would be very, very nice. So at least it's something. It does get us closer to 40. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and move on while that finishes calculating. There ain't no point in sitting there watching it go to 100. I'm just staring at it because we already know it's not gonna be good. So let's go ahead and move on. There it goes. PR of 39. We knew it wasn't gonna be good. All right, well, let's move on. We'll go ahead and choose a new campsite. And I think I know where we're gonna go, because there's still one Pokemon in particular that we desperately need for our Suicune plan to work once we eventually get to that point. So yeah, I know where we need to go. You guys that have been following for a little while probably also know where we're about to go. So let's go ahead and move on and we'll get there. Oh yeah, we got the weekly summary. Always forget, week 50, getting very close to 52. All right, so for growth week, actually ended up doing pretty well. It looks better than it actually was because we took a really chill week last week and kept our strength low on purpose, but it is still better than last week. 918,116 for our final strength, 480,932 from berries, and 437,184 from cooking, with a final rating of Master 3. Probably gonna get an A rank. Yep, got an A rank. All because I played Elden Ring too much on Friday. Kind of knew that was going to happen, but 4 small handy candies, which is good to replace the ones I used. Okay, well, you know what? I am having second thoughts now that I'm thinking about this. I desperately need eggs. So I am pretty sure, let me go ahead and let you in on what I'm looking at. So the ingredients tab here on the Raynon website, I am pretty sure that eggs, yes, Delibird is the best for eggs. We do have some decent egg production so far. You can see down here, we've got 2 Delibirds that can bring in some eggs, but they only bring in 30 and 31 a day. Not a whole lot, not what we really want. I do also have the Snover that is not yet an Abomasnow that will bring in eggs at level 30, which will help. I think that one was producing about 41 a day. Keep in mind, these numbers you see up here are just neutral with no subskills, no natures. So a neutral Delibird will bring in what my good Abomasnow is going to bring in at level 30. So we do still want to go find a Delibird. For Delibird, pretty sure, yeah, the best place is going to be Snowdrop. In my head, for some reason, I was thinking Delibird may spawn at Cyan Beach, and I don't know why, but it doesn't. It's only green grass and Snowdrop. So we're going to go to Snowdrop Tundra again. We have only a 25% area bonus, but with a team RP target of around 6,400, we should do significantly better. And I think this time I'm just going to push the ranks because it doesn't feel like trying to keep my strength at a certain point salads. Oh no, it does not feel like trying to keep my strength at a certain level to maximize my odds of finding a Delibird was really helping all that much. So we're gonna take our 5 diamonds and we're going to, well, Walrein is going to stay on the team for 1 and get a skill trigger. Hey, some eggs. Nice. He heard me talking. We're probably going to swap out. You actually could stay on the team. You might be super helpful. We're going to get some candies from you. And some corn. Okay, let's see what we can do about this. Can we make salads work is the question. In order to make salads work, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We have the ingredients for green grass salad, but we don't have the cooking space for it. I really am not sure. Calm Mind fruit salad might actually be a good call. Because at level 26, it is my third best salad. So you can see here, green grass, of course, is my number 1 salad. Slowpoke right below it. Level 26, Calm Mind fruit salad, same as it's listed in the game. However, it is easier to make than the Slowpoke salad. And if we can get it to, let's say, 40 by the end of the week, it outperforms the tail salad by quite a bit. If we can get it that far. So the question is, do I want to spend another week on salads? Or do I want to burn one of my very valuable easy travel tickets to re-roll and get a different recipe? And I kind of feel like we can make this work. I think, given the fact that we have learned from last week, we can make this work because we're not worried about swapping into a team that needs XP at the end of the night. So maybe we can build a better team this week that is more focused on the salad. So I think we can make this work, but unfortunately, the best salad we can make for breakfast today is going to be the Fury Attack corn salad. That is unfortunate. Yeah, that's what we're going to have to do. That's probably what we're going to have to do, and then we're going to build a team around the Calm Mind salad. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's check the news. Oh, there is no news. Oh. Oops. It was just a gift. I saw that red icon and I thought it was the news, but no, it's the 150 extra sleep points for our anniversary lead-up gift. I forgot that it was going to be delivered as a gift. All right, well, that slight disappointment aside, let's go ahead and jump into the community reports, and we're going to get about 45 of them. 43, nice, not bad at all. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 that doubled up. Very good. Very good. All right. Now with that out of the way, we can finish up with our salads. I did not mean to back out. I actually wanted to check my pantry. Also wanted to check my bag. Let's see. I have a couple of ingredient tickets. Let's use 2 of them. See if that helps. If we can get some apples or something, that'd be great. You never get what you want when you need them. I wouldn't have gotten enough anyway, unless they were all apples. Okay, well, I think we have a plan. Ooh, actually, hold on. No, we don't. We'll get into it here in a minute. Let's get this breakfast out of the way first. Let's do this first. Fury Attack corn salad. What do we not need? We don't need eggs. We don't need potatoes. We don't need herbs. We don't need sausage. And nope, we don't need oil. Cool. All right. We might be able to do something a little bit different. I forgot things. Ooh. Well, at least we got an extra tasty. That's 3 extra tasties in a row. Breakfast. Forgot to make lunch yesterday, so that one doesn't count. But breakfast went extra tasty. Dinner went extra tasty. Now breakfast again. So, pretty good. Pretty good. Trying to make up for the fact that we couldn't make a better meal. At least that equaled probably what a Calm Mind fruit salad, maybe a little less, probably a little less than what a Calm Mind fruit salad would have. But it'll help. It'll help. We really need to push through these ranks quickly because I'm trying to remember where Delibirds. highest likelihood of showing up was, and I cannot recall off the top of my head. Okay, so what we could do, we could try to build around the ninja salad, since that is getting a buff with the soybeans now. Yeah, I think that's going to be 57 ingredients with the buff, right? Let's go check the news and just be sure. Because I don't want to build around this team and then have to get a pot space increase to make it work. News, updates, maintenance, ninja salad. Yes, the only increase is going to be 4 soybeans. Cool. And this is happening tonight, I believe. Yep. Maintenance is today, so make sure to schedule around that. So let's see. Happening tonight. So if we can get the ninja salad, it'll be 57 ingredients, which we can make without a pot space increase, so we don't need Flareon to make this work. But I don't know. Let's see. Level 40 versus level 40 Calm Mind. It actually significantly outperforms it already. And it's going to outperform it even more once we get the update tonight. Okay. Okay, let's try to make this work. So we need, we don't need corn. We don't need tomatoes or eggs. And we don't need herbs. What do we need? We need leeks, which is a problem. I don't know how well this is going to work. You don't get leeks until 60, so that's not going to help. What about you? You do have leeks available. I might have to subskill seed and try to get ingredient finder, but that's potentially 3 seeds if we get very unlucky. Let's see if it's gonna be worth it. Doug Trio, where you at? You're further up. Where you at, buddy? There you are. Okay, currently 25 leeks, and we need, yikes, this ain't gonna work. Because we need 15 per cook, so that's 1 a day. Leeks is going to be what holds us back. 25, let's see. Even if we get lucky and get ingredient finder first try, how much of a difference does that make? Not enough to justify the investment, let alone to even try. It's still only 1 a day. Okay, so this isn't going to work then. Not at all. I don't even think the Dittos could help us because they don't get leeks. Well, no, you do get, they both get it at 30. But I don't even think it would help. I think they're going to be even slower. Let's just put them at level 30 without anything else. Let's see. Yeah, they're even slower. I would have to have all 3 of them on the team just to get enough to make breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah, it's not gonna work. It is not gonna work. We cannot make the ninja salad because of leeks. We need a better leek gatherer. Okay, well, let's just go back to our Calm Mind fruit salad then. We can make that work. That should be pretty easy. Fancy apples. I believe it is this Delibird now. Yes. Cool. We'll put Delibird on the team. Honey is gonna be, forget who my honey gatherer is. Funny enough, I think it's my terrible pincer. Let's see. Yeah, I think it is because you only get honey early on. I need a better pincer. Let's go back. Let's compare pincer and Heracross, because their stats are pretty different, but let's see which one actually brings in more honey, because that's the important question. Who's actually going to give me what I need? Definitely pincer. Cool. I kind of figured it'd be Pinsir, but I didn't realize it'd be by that much with how bad Pinsir's rating is. 29 a day. Is that enough? It's not gonna be enough. We're gonna have to call in an assist, I think. Honey at level 30, but only 2. Yeah. This is rough. What about you? Also very rough. Yeah, salads. This is why salads are super difficult for me. I just don't have good ingredient gatherers for it. What do you get at 25? Would that help? Inventory up? I mean, that would quite possibly help. An extra 6 space? Quite possibly. Getting to level 30 wouldn't be good, though. We don't want to do that. Alright, well, it's what we got. And then we need corn. You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and put him on the team. This will do for tonight, or for today. This will do for today, and we're just gonna have to try to make it work. We're gonna have to do our best to make this work. Having Wall Rain on the team not only gives us the Ross berries, which is the favorite berry, but it also gives us helping bonus and sleep XP bonus, so that's gonna help the entire team. Hopefully, with Gardevoir on the team, no skill trigger. That is awful. I was gonna say, with Gardevoir on the team, hopefully everybody will stay at high energy and we can keep up some high production rates, maybe get a little more honey than we were expecting. I don't think we're gonna have a problem with apples. The complicating factor is gonna be the honey. I mean, we could go to Spore Salad. Probably do that pretty easily with Gengar, Venusaur, and Toxicroak. That should be pretty easy because Toxicroak on his own brings in about 20, I think it's 22 oil a day. So it'd be pretty much just enough. Tomatoes, I wouldn't even worry about. We would definitely get enough. Is there really anything else that we could do? How do you look at level 40? Not that great. Not that great. Spore Salad at level 40 is not looking super great either. Salads just need a buff. Just plain and simple, salads need a buff. We need to be able to get leaks far more easily. And we need some new salad recipes, I think. I think that's really the only way to make this work better. Salads are by far the worst thing to get, and I got them 2 weeks in a row, so that's always fun. But we are already at basic 3, so I think we'll be okay. This is just kind of what we're gonna have to deal with. We're just gonna have to wait and see how it goes. What is the incense for this week? Riolu. Big whoop there. All right, well, we're gonna see how this week goes. Hopefully we can find that Delibird we need. And I don't think Pinsir spawns on Snowdrop, but if it does, that would be fantastic because then we could get a Pinsir too. Pinsir is the second best honey gatherer in the game. Does not spawn on Snowdrop, no. But you know who does? I think, if I remember correctly. Bulbasaur. Nope. No, it doesn't. I lied. Never mind. We are out of luck on honey this week. We're not finding a better honey gatherer this week. So, yeah, we're gonna do this team for today. We're gonna see how it goes. If it works out, then we'll keep with this plan moving forward. If not, we'll have to change things up, but we're just gonna have to wait and see how it goes. But that is going to be it for me today. Thank you for watching the video. Y'all make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy these daily videos and deep dives into my sleep research and how the game does not like me. And while you're down there, go ahead and hit that link in the description to join us in the Discord and go ahead and join a fun community of nice people that talk about Pokemon and other video games. And outside of that, y'all have a good night, and until next time, later, dudes.